Hello everyone, this is Lisa from Grace and Old Paper. I just wanted to share with you it's not really a thrift haul, it is just a book haul, pretty much. I wanted to get out of the house the other day and we decided to ride up to a Second and Charles. I don't know if y'all have a Second and Charles, but it's a wonderful used bookstore. And they have 2 free bins outside. And I want to share with you what I scored at the free bins. I was quite lucky while we were standing there, my daughter and I, looking through all of the books that were already in the bins. This lady came up and dumped 2 full bags of used books in the bins, and then a minute later another lady walked up and dumped a few more books in. So needless to say, I was grabbing books. Because, you know, if you don't use them for the books themselves, you use them for collage or pages or images. So I had a good time. Y'all please excuse my nails. I have been doing some stuff around the house and I didn't take time to repaint them. So that is life. So first of all, I want to show you I ended up with a few books that I am going to keep for myself. One of them is this one, and yes, it was in the free bin. Is that in screenshot? Yeah. I figure, you know, why not read it? I've never read it before, and everybody could stand to get out of debt, right? So, I mean, it looks like it's brand new. It's crazy. So I got that one. I'll keep for myself. Found this one. I loved Mr. Rogers. I think that was just like an angel on earth. So I really want to read this. The Simple Faith of Mr. Rogers. Again, free bin. Found this. I didn't even know this was such a thing. And I will be reading this. According to this was, she wrote for a while for a paper called The Ruralist. And these are a lot of articles, poems, stories, reminiscences, comments, all kinds of things. And there's even some articles by Almanzo in here. So, I am going to read this for myself. You betcha. Because I have read and reread. Even to this day, I'll still occasionally get a wild hair and decide to read those books. Alright, and then, let's see, here's just the random bits. You know, there's always like loose papers and just junk in the bottom of the free bins. So, this was actually in a book. The Magic of Spring is a Beautiful Thing. I thought that was pretty, so use that somewhere. This old library card was in there. I'll probably throw that away. That's somebody's business card. This book, no cover or anything. I don't even know the title of it, so that was in there. These bits of like electrical schematics and things, I can use those. My daughter found this in a book, some kind of little Delta flyer, so I figure at some point in time I may can use it. I probably won't use this. I can't believe somebody threw away their card. That's sad. I might get cut the image out of it or something. But. So that was the stuff that we got out. Get this put to the side. Okay. Now my daughter got these. That was that lady that came in and dumped a bunch of stuff. She got 12 Agatha Christie books. If you like Agatha Christie, that was quite a score, huh? Well, that was pretty cool. 12 of those. That's an old one right there. That one's a really old one. So those are hers. Alright, these are the newer books that were dumped in there. I love this. The American Frugal Housewife. Dedicated to those who are not ashamed of economy, by Mrs. Child. This is a reprint of an 1833 book. But it's just got all kinds of things in there. Some recipes or instructions about things, how to make a good pie crust. And I haven't read through it yet. Ew. Calf's foot jelly. Mmm. And egg gruel. Doesn't that sound yummy? So, if nothing else, this will be fun to make into a small journal. I liked that. Figure out where to put some things here. This book was in there. Gary Chapman, Everybody Wins. The Chapman Guide to Solving Conflicts Without Arguing. May actually read that one too. I don't know. This brand new book was in here. I guess brand new. Somebody probably read it one time and got rid of it. River's End. Love the pretty green. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. But hey, free is free. Anne Frank's Tales from the House Behind. Really aged pages. You know, I've never read Anne Frank, so I may actually read that. This one's good for collaging. It apparently is like a French workbook. Somebody has wrote in some of it, but that's pretty cool. That'll make some good pages. And they are sewed in, so I can get the whole spread out in it. A Fortunate Grandchild by Miss Reed. I thought this might be cute to make a journal maybe for myself of cute things about my grandchildren. I don't particularly care for these scratchy type images, so I probably won't even use those, but I like the book itself. This is another Miss Reed, The Market Square. Again, I can just use it for collaging. I got these two, and I was really happy about it. Yes, I own my own copies. Mine are paperback, though. But I'm thinking one day I might like to make a Laura Ingalls Wilder journal. And I might do it out of this one. This, let me get, well, I just buried my letter. I'll use this one. Somebody taped this on with some really, really strong tape. I'm going to have to see how to get that off. It's the tape that has the ridges in it, the fibers. So that is not going to be nice. So I'll have to see if I can get it off without damaging the cover. It's the old style cover. So I might either do it out of this or that bigger book. I could do it out of that too. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, see they put that tape on there. But I love it, and I can get images and all kinds of stuff out of here. So I love those. I was really happy about that. All right, now these, I've got two of these that were put in there. They're different ones. This is decorative card making featuring banners, bows, and bouquets. And this one is emboss, cut, and create featuring handmade cards and scrapbook pages. There's not really a lot for junk journalers in here, I don't think. I mean, there's some templates. I can use that. And there's a few things I can fussy cut around. But they're all instructions on how to make cards. And a lot of times the images are laid in such a way I can't really use anything. Or they're overlaid with things. But there are some things that I can fussy cut out of here. You know, I like that. I could probably cut that whole thing out there. The bird. So this one, I'm just going to have to go through and just see what I can get out of it. And then this one actually had some papers in it, I think. They're a little bit glossy, but I can still use them. But also the edges. The other one had pretty edges too that I can use. And a cute card. No, it did not have papers in it. But there's a lot of fussy cutting to be done. Okay. So then I got Hearth and Home Recipes for Life. I love this image right here. And it has just, I don't know, all kinds of good recipes, good images too. Look at this little girl, I like that. I hope I'm in frame okay. So there's some good things to be used. Little poems, little snippets. So I'm gonna go through this one real careful and see what I can get out of it. I like that. Again, free. They came to Wisconsin. I'm not really sure what it's about, but there's some good images. It can be fussy cut out. I could probably even like use some of the pages in a journal. Did you know who was Jim Crow? Okay. Oh, sorry, that was loud. So, not bad. A lot of these books, the books that were already in the bin were damp almost to the point of wet, if that makes sense. They I guess rain had blown underneath the cover of that place and gotten some of them damp. I think this one's okay. The Book of Popular Science, and so you can tell by, see that? So I'll have to go through here carefully and see what I can salvage out of it, but really great pages for journals, images, not that one, images and stuff. Even just using the pages in journals. I like that. It's a good buttery yellow color. They are a bit slick, so I'm not sure on that, but I still like it. Found this big old dictionary, and you know how I feel about dictionaries. I like my dictionaries, but you know, I can use the pages, I can use the little images, I can use word snippets. This is a really good one too. I think it was a little bit damp, but it's okay now. Yeah, that's good. It's coming apart, but that's okay. I found this book, 100 Masterpieces. And it has seen its better days. It got very damp, so the cover is actually warped, if you can see that. This book is from '1912. So it's quite old, but it has got a lot of, they're all black and white, but images of paintings. And that would make some great journal cards, I think. So that'll be fun to go through. Found this little children's book, and I love this little book. It's from 1948, Song of the Swallows. But it's, first of all, I can get some library pocket out of here. But it's got, look at the music. I just love it. I love this. Great little images, artwork. There's another one. Look at that. So I was really happy about that one. So that's a good one. All right, and then I got this book. This one's funny. This one's funny. Let me see what year it's from. This one may not have told me. No, 1913. 1913. Okay, you see the title, Earth and Sky, right? Every child should know. Earth and Sky, every child should know. This one is one of the few I've seen that actually has a misprint on the cover. Yeah. I may look this book up, and I'll look all of them up and make sure, you know, that they're not really worth something, but it's got great, good aged papers. I'll have to look through and see if any of the images are any good. Well, I keep missing them, don't I? That's not bad. Especially I thought about doing a cowboy journal one day. Maybe cowboys and Indians, because part of my husband's heritage is Indian. American Indian. Got this old book. This is about flower arranging, and I really thought it was funny. It was very wet, but I really thought this was funny because I actually think these are the ugliest flower arrangements. I really do. I just don't think any of them are pretty. But the pages will be funny in journals. Like I said, free. This one is Reading and Literature, book 1. And this one is from 1927. This has everything from a little bit of glossary back there to some poetry, stories, and it's great feeling pages. I was really happy about this one. This one will be fun to use. I got this one. This actually says Deeper the Heritage. It's in terrible shape. I love the embossing on there, but the book itself is just terrible. It's just some kind of story. What's it from? 1917. Again, pages for journals. And it is sewed in signatures, so I should be able to get that apart. Well, I think I'm doing these backwards here. Let me do this. All right, this one is another misread. This is the same book as this book. It's the exact same book. One's in hardcover, one's in paperback. This is The Story of Christina. I wish it was in a little better condition. It's pretty bad. It's had water spots and a lot of damage, really soft corners, but it would have been good for a journal. This is the one, this had the page torn out, so I have no idea of the year on it. Oh yeah, I do. 1947. There we go. So it's just a storybook. That'll be good to use. This one is Calamity Town and Ellery Queen. This one I have no idea, I don't think. Yeah, it just starts right in. You know, some pages are gone. These are very aged. Very, very aged. And I love using that. I love it when it has that around the edges. It's so pretty. Got this one. This one is going to be great whenever I get around to doing a vintage sewing book. Because this one is how to make clothes that fit and flatter. And almost every page has drawings and illustrations. How cool is this? I was really happy about this one. I make it even, it's not a real pretty book, but I make it even use this for the journal and, you know, decorate it up. Because the color is really kind of what I would refer to as a poopy brown. And it's just very plain, but it's still pretty sturdy, so I'll make it do that. This one is, I thought this one was funny. How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling. See if I can find a year on it. 1949. I just thought this was so funny. How I Learned to Outsmart Secretaries and Switchboard Operators. And Devil Water. The Library of Judge Donald R. Cruz. Oh. Guess the judge liked this one. 1962. Just a book. So, that one. Okay, I think that is all my free books. No, I had found one more and I left it in the other room, but I was very excited about it. It was a book that someone had written. It was not Lucy Maud Montgomery, but it was a book of the prequel of Anne of Green Gables. It was the story about her parents, and then all the way through Anne's life up until she is getting off the train at Avonlea. And I am so excited to read that one. I left it in there by my chair in the living room. Meant to bring that in here, but that one, I was very excited about that one. All right, and then we went in the store, and we didn't have but a few minutes, but I ran back to the clearance section. And I bought me 2 books. I got this one for $1, Designer Scrapbooks. Again, it's hit or miss on what I can get out of it, but it does have quite a few of these little galleries of paintings, and these will make great little small cards for journals. And there are things I can cut out, like, oh, like look, oh, how cute. There are some images here. Love, love, love these. I will be fussy cutting those and saving them for a Christmas journal. Good Christmas pages. Great little cards. Accordion book pages. Oh, okay. So, I don't know what that was in there. Just really great things that I can cut out and use. Even this little thing here, a little Valentine's. I was really happy about this when I found it, especially only for $1. I mean, it actually has a few, let's see, I just love the edges and stuff too. I can use those. Look at that, that's cute. This one, apparently, you cut them apart and you use them in a fan. How funny is that? May or may not do that, but there's some papers in here somewhere. I love this. How precious is that? Okay, here's a couple of pages. I can use this in my purple journal I'm working on right now. Pretty blue. Except it's got clock hands in it. I was really upset about that. And I love, love, love this image. I think that is just precious. It's got a smaller version. So, yeah, paid $1 for that one. Really happy about it. I paid $5 for this one because I am working on, if you've seen any of my videos, I'm working on a vintage purple journal. And I needed more purple things, believe it or not. I needed more purple things. So this is actually a quilting thing, but lots of things I can cut up and use in here. A lot of hearts, but there's also some florals and other random little images. So I really need, and even the edges, love that. Oh, I wish I had that quilt in person. I really do. I really do. But there's a whole square of that quilt. That is a stunningly beautiful quilt. So, you know, I paid $5 for it, but there's quite a few things I can fussy cut and images I can use from my purple journal. So I grabbed it when I saw it, and it has this CD in the back that's supposed to have a bunch more images and patterns and designs on it. So I will be putting that in the computer in a little bit and looking to see what's on it. So I thought that was a pretty good score too. So yeah. Oh, and then I got two more things that were in the clearance section, which kind of really flabbergasted me and my daughter. We were like, we didn't know a bookstore had these things. And we talked to an employee there, and she said, yeah, at one time they used to let people trade in other collectibles besides books. And I don't believe they do that anymore, but they had these. I found this little pretty little dish, and it was $1.95. There are no markings that I can see on it, but I thought this would be really great sitting on my desk with some little, I don't know what in it. I just loved it, so I bought it for myself. So there's that. And then I absolutely fell in love with this dish. I paid $6.95 for it, I think. It is, I think, Schumann. According to this marking, and I've looked it up on the internet, it's made in Germany. Approximately the years 1932 to 1940 something, 45, 47, something like that. So it is an antique or vintage, whatever you want to call it. But I love this dish. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I may leave it in here and, you know, just throw my scraps as I'm working on it, or I may put it in my china cabinet. Not really sure. I just loved it. There are no chips. There's a couple of little scuffs in the gold around the rim, but that's it. No cracks, anything. I just loved it. So this falls under the category of what is the weirdest thing you've ever bought at a used bookstore? Yeah. So let me see what rock I'm going to share with you today. Here's another one of my funny rocks, my happy rocks that my daughter gave me for Christmas. So there you go. This is my video. May God bless you and keep you safe.